Clemson's really interesting because I feel like this game's going to be like one of two things for Clemson. This game's either going to be a reintroduction to the national audience or it's going to be the funeral of Clemson. That's kind of like legit. Just, Georgia at this point is the gold standard. They are where Clemson was 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like they're the gold standard. They're always in the conversation for a national championship. That's where people want to come. They've got all the momentum, and particularly with Alabama bailing. So I say Alabama. I mean, Nick Saban,
like their program,
you know what I meant.
Just they're not even in D1 anymore.
They sold the program. Yeah, they've been relegated. They've been relegated. And so I think that Dabo's approach, like I get it. He's a man of his word. He's a man with codes, morals, and ethics. I appreciate that. We're going to see if that holds up when facing the pressure of his approach. I think that this is going to tell everybody. I don't try to put too much stock into first games, whether Georgia wins or loses. But I do think for Clemson in particular, this is a much more important game for them just because they've got to show that they still are a relevant football program, not even the dynastic one that we thought they could be, just relevant at this point based on some of the decisions that Dabo's made when it comes to the organization.
I do not think that is an exaggeration. I agree.
Yeah,
we've had some other people on, and I'm sure we'll talk about it this summer. The Clemson-Georgia game, I think it means a lot more for Clemson just from proving that you're still there, proving that you're still in the conversation. Georgia is where they are, and I don't think one game's going to take anything away from them. Elle, I find it very interesting because Clemson fans went through this. When Mac and I were freshmen in 2011, Clemson had not won an ACC title in 20 years. Shout out Mac for getting it done and being a part of all that.
Hey.
And then we went up to top of the mountaintop. We are so cocky, right? Like 2016, 2017, 2018, into Trevor Lawrence, so cocky. Now we're back down to like, okay, let's see what happens. Georgia fans did this too. Georgia fans were, everything terrible happens to us. We're snake bitten. We're never, ever going to get back. Win a couple natties. Now you're cocky as heck. So like, how do you feel you've personally transformed as a Georgia fan?
Oh, completely insufferable. I am like, it's so funny too, because like my show group will be like, if we did ever at any point ever root for Georgia, those days are dead. Like we hate that you've made us hate this team.
Oh, no.
And that's fine. That's fine. Listen, for so long we were the bridesmaid and never the bride. And now we have been, married multiple times and we are that girl.